Why are Christians always trying to shove religion down my throat? Well, I've got news for you. I'm not going to answer that question. I can't answer the why question for events that just don't happen. I don't believe it's true that there are Christians who shove religion down people's throats. I certainly don't believe it literally. Figuratively, I can leave a little bit of wiggle room, but I'm guessing if it ever does happen, it's exceedingly rare. What do we mean by shoving religion down my throat? Here I am recording yet another Ask RC that I post on YouTube with the hopes that, among other things, people who are actually not Christians might tune in if I'm offering an answer that a non-Christian's struggling with. And it is, in honesty, my hope that in giving an answer I might encourage them to embrace the Christian faith. I do believe the Christian faith is true. And I believe that unless you come and rest in the finished work of Christ alone and you die, you will suffer the wrath of God forever. So do I have a zeal and a passion to tell you the truth about Jesus? Most certainly I do. But it's out of that passion and that zeal that I don't want to be uncouth or pushy or rude. The trouble is, sometimes people take offense when no offense is given. That is, if I say to you, if you don't believe that there is a living God, if you believe that humans are accidents, a combination of time, space, energy, and chance that happen by accident that will return to the dust, then your life, if you were right, all of our lives would have no meaning whatsoever. We're no more significant than a fly. And the death of a fly means nothing. That's not a happy thought, is it? And we like to go through our days believing the things that we want to believe, even when they're contradictory. So many people who will say, hey, there's no such thing as God. And they'll also say my life has meaning and significance. And I'm coming along and saying, yeah, you're going to have to choose one or the other. You can't have it both ways. And people get upset and people say, oh, look at you trying to shove religion down my throat. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. I'm talking with you. I'm exposing a flaw in your thinking. And, when we have conversations, we do that for each other. And if I have a flaw in my thinking, I want you to expose it so that I can get rid of my flaws. I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to harm you. And so when a Christian comes to you and says, can I tell you about Jesus? When a Christian comes to you and says, that choice that you're making is not going to bless you. It's not going to make you happy. You may think it will, but it won't. It's destructive. Your refusal to acknowledge the living God, not only is that going to have bad long-term consequences, but it's not going to be good for you right now. Do you understand that the God that you're rejecting has given his law not only to protect other people, but to bless each of us? Again, I'm not asking anyone to pass a law. I'm not being rude. But I'll get accused of it. Simply because people don't want to hear that message. Now, if you are an unbeliever and you have an actual story of a Christian not literally, but but truly shoving religion down your throat, someone who was rude, who was pushy, who was unkind, not just merely disagreeing, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to change. I'd love to be corrected on this. And I won't consider that you shoving your ideology down my throat.